who is watching me at 12 o'clock that I'm a little late because here you go. Hey, Helen, thank you for joining me. Let me just fix this phone a little bit on Instagram. Okay, apologize for being late. Like all this platform is giving me a hard time because my title was too long and they wouldn't let me go on live. So I have to change my title a little bit. So if you are watching me on Facebook and also on on Facebook, make sure that you click on the link so I can see your name. Hey, Kiandra, thank you for joining me. And welcome to our weekly Wednesday Facebook live tutorial being streamed directly to LinkedIn and also to YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So today, yes, we are live. Yes, we are live. Again, once again, I apologize for being late because my title was too long and all this platform is giving me a hard time to ask me to shorten my title. So thank you so much for giving me your time every Wednesday. I appreciate all of you. So I'm going to go straight to the point, right? And if I don't call out your name, it's not because I don't see you. I do see you. I just want to make sure that we use all this time and complete our session within 30 minutes or less. Okay, so if you don't know who I am, my name is May Yo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure profit event planning company. And I'm also the event founder. I have so many events going on in my head, so the words events keep coming up. So I'm also the founder, event mentor, and coach for events for anyone, where we help event planners like all of you to start and grow your event planning company into a multiple six-figure profit business as well. So today, I am going to talk about how I turn my undesirable traits, okay, into money-making machine for me. So what do I mean by that? So when I was growing up, I was told that by my parents, especially because I drive them crazy. So when I was growing up, I was told that I was super stubborn, very, very stubborn. Okay. And when I became a teenager, I am also very materialistic. I like luxury goods. And my dad used to say that that I'm spending all my money on branded goods because I want to have an image and be accepted by my friends. And he didn't think that it's a good use of money and not the right way of thinking. So he doesn't want me to be materialistic. So that's one of the traits that he doesn't like me to have. And I was told that I was extremely belligerent. So, I mean, I was told a lot of things. But let's just focus on those three things that kept coming up, that I'm so stubborn. Okay, I'm so stubborn. It's either my way or the highway. And I am materialistic. Okay, I'm very materialistic. I like beautiful things and I spend money on beautiful things. So I'm not frugal. Okay, and I'm belligerent. So I question authority, and sometimes I can appear a little rude. So what did I do with all these labels that was given to me, okay, by my parents? Sometimes, by not so much my husband, okay, because he accepts me the way I am, but the men that I used to date, by my ex-bosses that I used to work for when I was in the hospitality field. So what did I do? And I have those evaluation report that I can show that they actually literally write things like that about me. So like a report card. So what did I do with all those labels that were given to me? That I am stubborn, okay, like a bulldog, like a mule. I am materialistic, okay. I don't know how to use my money, and I don't know how to save my money, and I'm belligerent, okay. Why can't you just follow the rules? Why can't you just accept the rules, right? What do I do? So when I use the label, okay, or my trait that I'm stubborn, how did I spin it around? My stubbornness has given me that grit and the persistence to follow through on everything I do. I'm so stubborn in a way that I know when to use that stubbornness, okay, to my advantage. I use it to fuel my resilience in overcoming a challenge, okay? My stubbornness has helped me. My stubbornness has helped me to overcome some very, very difficult situations in my life and also in my career and also in my business. One of it being those of you who have joined me before in my previous workshop, I've shared my story that I have made so many sales, 18,000 sales calls, and I have gotten no's after no's, and I still never give up because I use that stubbornness to turn it into resilience, into grit and persistence, and really follow through in what I say I want to do. Okay, so that's one example. And me being materialistic, brand conscious, that's what my dad used to call me. You're so brand conscious. Why does it have to have a brand? You pay a lot more for just a brand. It doesn't do anything. Well, okay, me being materialistic, okay, how did I flip it around to help me in my personal growth and in my business, in my financial growth? Because I love a good life, okay? Because I love beautiful things. I love a luxury lifestyle, okay? And I create opportunities consistently to allow myself and the people that I love to enjoy the materialistic things. Flying first class, flying business class, going to 5-star resorts, vacations, right? Spending $15,000-$20,000 on vacations, buying luxury purse, right? All those things, to some people, they are not important for them. For me, it's not important as well, but I enjoy it. But I also know what I need to do in order to find that resources, the financial means to continue to enjoy those experiences. Now, because I love those beautiful things and expensive experience, right? Going to expensive restaurants and resorts and vacations. Because I enjoy those experiences, I want to repeatedly enjoy them. I know that I need to show up for my business. I need to show up for my clients. And I need to show up for myself and put in the work to go make that money. Okay? Because I know if I were to show up for my business, for my client, and for myself, and consistently build my pipeline, right? I will be able to make the income I want to make, and I will be able to afford these materialistic things, okay? The luxury lifestyle. So that's another example. Third, belligerent. I was told that I'm so belligerent. Why can't you be a rule follower? Why do you have to question everything? Right? Okay. What did I do with my belligerence? I use my belligerence to my advantage. I use it as my voice to voice what I want. I question my boss. Okay, that's why when I had a corporate job, all my superiors have a hard time handling me, managing me, because I just don't take things at face value. I like to know more. I like to learn more. That belligerence is not just pure belligerence for nothing. I'm belligerent. They call me belligerent because I have so many questions. Instead of calling me having a curious mind, they call me belligerent because when I have a curious mind, I ask questions. Sometimes the questions threaten the authority of the people who gives me instructions. AKA, when I was in the corporate field, my boss felt very threatened because I would question their decision. I would question what they asked me to do. And because I'm curious, right? I like to understand this action used to this result. What will this action do? What will this, by doing this, what is the result we can get? Is the result what we want? So I question every single thing. annoys the hell out of them, and also my parent when I was growing up, right? So when my mom said, "Oh, you have to go brush your teeth," why? Why do I need to go brush my teeth, right? So things like that. Why do I have to go to bed by 9 o'clock? Why? I can do a lot more things if I stay up late. Oh, yeah, she can't deal it. She can't deal with me. So how did I use that for my business? I turned my belligerence into asking for what I want, expressing my opinion, expressing my views. Again, for those of you who have heard my story, when I was given the management trainee schedule for my very first job after I graduated from school, I asked, okay, you want a shirt? Okay. I don't know whether we have that on the merchandise. I believe that we didn't put any clothes apparel because they keep discontinuing. They keep discontinuing the all this apparel. So, but I'm going to definitely look into it. Thank you so much, Danielle. So, when I turned that belligerence, right, into asking for what I want. So for those of you who followed me on the previous workshop, I shared my story that when I was given the management trainee schedule for my very first job, I questioned the HR manager. I said that I don't want I don't think this is a schedule that will work well for me because I want to learn more. I threatened his authority, okay? And he doesn't understand why can't I just be status quo and like everyone else and just follow direction? Because I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. All right, I lead. So I don't try to lead other people first. I try to lead myself first. I use that trait to lead myself by opening my mouth, by opening my thoughts, by being curious, by asking questions that is not to annoy people, but there must be a reason why things are done a certain way so that we can achieve the results that we want. So my belligerence has helped me in so many ways in my career that when my general manager at the hotels see that I'm not like everyone else who just are order takers and go ahead and just do whatever they were told to do, even though it's not the most efficient way or effective way and doesn't yield the highest result, he sees that in me and he actually appreciates that trait in me that I question. And that's the reason why I was able to climb up the corporate ladder so fast. Thank you, Christine, for putting our link for our merchandise. So, and I want you to take a moment to ask yourself, what are the traits that people told you that it didn't seem on the surface a desirable trait? Okay, such as when people say, "Oh, you're so vain. Oh my God, you take so long to get ready," right? They say you're so vain, call you a vain pot, right? You want to make sure that you dress nice, your face look pretty, you do your makeup. Instead of being labeled as vain, instead of taking that as a criticism that you are vain, why don't you turn it around that I take pride in how I look. I take pride in how I present myself. And I, when I look good, I feel good. It gives me confidence. Okay? So everything that somebody says about you, there is an opposite meaning to that. It's just like the law of polarity. When there's a yes, there's a no. When there is a right, there is a wrong. When there's a good, there is a bad. So it's all about how people perceive that trait, right? And how you use that trait to your advantage. Okay. So let's play a little game right now. Okay. Those of you who are joining me live, I've got quite a few eyeballs here. Okay. Let's play a little game right now. What are the traits that people say about you that is not nice? Okay. That is an undesirable trait. Drop it in the chat, right? Drop it in the chat on Facebook or on Instagram, and let's change that. Let's do a co-working session here and have a change of the mindset and the attitude and take advantage of that labeling and turn it into a positive attribute to help you in your personal growth and also in your business. So let's play this game. Okay, so share with me, what are your too forward? Okay, somebody wrote, oh, you're too forward. That means you're too direct. You don't mince your word, right? Okay, you're too forward also means you're very honest, right? Okay, you have a lot of integrity, right? You speak your mind. When you speak your mind, okay, you are creating boundaries, right? Bossy. I like that. That's why you guys are watching me, because we are the same. I like that. Direct and bossy, right? Because you can take another person who's bossy as well, because you are one. You can take another person's directness because you don't beat around the bush. You're very efficient. Okay, too direct, very direct, right? That means you're super efficient and you speak your mind and you create boundaries. So people know exactly how you feel. Okay, people know exactly how you feel and they will not mess with you. So you're preserving your energy and your time to things that it's more important for you. Okay, so now impatient. Okay, impatient and also close off, perfectionist, ask too many questions. A curious mind is what's going to lead you to $1 million. Okay, so just know, when you're curious, you're in constant learning mode and you're also in constant action taking mode, because you're curious. So let me go find out. And then you ask so many questions. Let me go find out. And then, okay, let me go try it out. That's great. Action taker. You have momentum in your life. Impatient, right? That means you know that time is precious. You know that by waiting and wasting time, you are not going to achieve what you want. Okay? Impatience, it's not a bad thing if you know when to use it. Like, I am impatient with inefficiency. Like, oh my God, it's such a simple thing. Why can't you get it right? Right? So, but if I'm impatient with things that require patience, I have to catch myself. Okay? Right. And then close off. You are too conservative. You're closed off. That's not a bad thing. That's because you are a thinker. Okay? You like to analyze things. You don't make rash decision. Okay? You are not going to share everything with everyone because you preserve. You are careful about who you want to be in your inner circle, who you want to share your thoughts and your energy with, because you know that you don't have time to entertain other people who's going to judge you. So you're careful about the things you say and the thoughts that you share. Okay? So you are so detail oriented. Okay? Know it all. Okay, this game is great, huh? So, okay. So, okay, loss of visual facial emotion. Okay, so lack of facial emotion. So, okay, let's go one by one. You're so detail oriented, right? Detail oriented is great for careers that needs you to be detail oriented. Attorney, accountant, doctors, event planners, engineer, architect. Look at all these professions that I just shared with you. Do you know these are probably one of the highest earning profession in the business field? Paying attention to detail can save you a lot of time and money. Okay, so again, something that you have to watch, right? Everything in moderation. You have to watch, because if you are overly detail oriented, that means you are a perfectionist. What happens when you're a perfectionist? You take too long and then you don't take action. Perfectionist is great because you have pride in your work and you want to take time to be detail oriented. Okay, all right, so we have, okay, we have one that says strict, very strict, right? My dad said that I'm very strict with Mia, very strict. So, and I asked him, I said, do you think that's a good thing? And he says, that's a great thing. Okay, that's a great thing. Because by me being strict, I set boundaries between me and my daughter. Okay, even though I love her to death, I will die for her. Same thing with my clients. When I'm strict, they understand the boundaries. They also understand why I'm strict. So if you are strict but you don't explain why you are strict, then people may not understand, right? So they wouldn't want to do what you ask them to do. However, if you are strict with a reason and you're able to share the reason with them, right, that means they will be able to follow you. And strict also means discipline. Okay, you're very disciplined. It's one of the best traits that you need to have in business and in life. Okay, when you're strict, you have discipline, right? People don't normally associate that together, but just know that whoever wrote that, I can't see because it says it's Facebook user. I can't see your name. You say that you are strict. That means you're extremely disciplined, which is great. Now, what are the things to watch for is you being inflexible. Sometimes it's okay not to be flexible because you set the boundaries and you respect your boundaries. But certain things, you have to watch for that. Okay? Miss Know It All, right? Miss Know It All is great because you're confident. You know that you know it all. And you are confident in every single decision that you make. Okay? Because you have enriched yourself with a lot of knowledge and life experience. Okay? So you are confident to portray the perception that you are Miss Know It All. Okay? So you see, Carla and Tina is telling you, Helen, that you are actually a Miss Know It All. So it's not a bad thing when somebody says, hey, you are a know it all. Just know that when someone passes you a judgment, okay, when someone passes you a judgment, understand that that's how they're judging themselves. Okay, that's something that they're working through it themselves, and it's normal. It's not a bad thing. Okay, when someone judges you, it's on them. It's not on you. You have the power to decide how you want to use that information. And this is a topic that I'm going to go really deep next week. So this is a topic I'm going to be teaching and about judgment, perception, and when is there a need for you to justify your actions. There's never a need for that. Okay? So when someone calls you something that you have a trait that doesn't sit well with them, it's on them. It's not on you. Okay? If it works well for you and you know how to turn that undesirable traits into something that is a positive attribute to your personal growth and your business, do it. Just don't take things at face value. Okay? That's what life is all about. People take things at face value. People take things too personal, right? So use those traits that people say that about you that doesn't seem nice or flattering at face value, and think about, no, that's not true. That I, when someone says, oh my God, you're so lazy. What does lazy means? Lazy means that you don't like to lift a finger. You don't like to do things. So you want to continue to honor that trait. Okay, that means you got to make sure that you use your time and your energy very efficiently so that you can create the means and the resources to pay for help. So you don't have to do it yourself because you are lazy, right? Everything, there's always two sides of the equation, two sides of the coin. So don't ever, ever, ever let people tell you that you are something, 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 or label you. Turn that label into a brand, into who you are. Okay? Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I enjoyed it tremendously. I thought that it was really fun. And it's a great mindset shift as well. Give me a heart and an emoji. It's been a while since I said to give me a heart and an emoji. And then and I will see you again next Wednesday. For people or clients who's watching me inside this live, we are hopping into Zoom at 12:30, where I will be talking about managing your finance management. Okay, we had that last night. It was a great session. We're going to continue with that. So I'm going to be talking about managing your finance and really understanding your numbers. So I will see you all inside Zoom for those of you who are inside my mentorship program. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.